The first island is Astypalea, which is in the Dodecanese archipelago. It's one actually of a few islands that are in this video where you can reach with an airplane, only with a local flight from Athens, so there is no international airport. There are only 1 or 2 flights a day, and they open and close the airport based on the time of the flight. There is actually a man that closed the gate with a lock, can you believe it? A second interesting fact is that once you see this island from the top, from the airplane, it does look like a butterfly. Just a quick tip here, if you decide to go to Astypalea, book the flight well in advance because there are not as many, which means prices are actually inflated, especially in peak time. The alternative, of course, is to take a ferry to this island, and you can do that either from Athens or from Rhodos. What I love the most of this island is the Hora, the old town, which is perched on a hill, and on top of it there is a Venetian castle. Even if this island is in the Dodecanese archipelago, the architecture that you find in the Hora is typical of the Cycladic islands, which means, you know, the typical blue roof and doors and shutters, absolutely stunning. And it's such a pleasure actually to get lost in this beautiful old town. And eventually you will end up on top on the Venetian castle, where you will have a 360-degree views of a full archipelago, which I really suggest during sunset time. Access to the castle is free, which is a great bonus. And there are also a few cafes and restaurants around the castle, so it's a great place actually to stop by and just enjoy the evening. In saying that, the main center of the Hora is the main square, where you will find also some old windmills, which may remind you of Paros. There are 2 ferry harbors in the island. One is just below the Hora, and the other one is in the north side of the island. When I was there last time 2 years ago, the one on the north side was closed for refurbishment, so all of the boats were going straight into the Hora in a beautiful bay, where you can find also a good sized beach. And talking of beaches, there is a second beach which is much better than the one in the Hora, and you find it about 4 kilometers from the Hora down in the northern part of the Hora. Or you can stay south and visit other beaches which are absolutely stunning. The water in Astypalea is incredible. But now let's talk about drawbacks. First of all, public transportation system into the island is not as good. There are buses, but based on my experience, they are a little bit unreliable. They don't follow really a timetable. In fact, once I had to wait about 45 minutes. But around 3 years ago, they started a new sort of electric Uber system, which worked very well, but don't expect many cars in the island. You just need to download an app, which I will put into the video description. Secondly, if you visit in July and August this island, still it's not as busy, but also because there are not as many flights going into this island. So book well in advance, otherwise the price of a ticket can be quite high. I made a full video actually about Astypalea that I'm gonna put here in the corner, where you can see much more of the island, the beautiful beaches, and also the Hora.